everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan here. We have a major bombshell today about Mitch McConnell that you do not want to miss, okay? Growing calls are coming up for him to step down. Trump actually called Mitch McConnell to get fired, and many people now are really concerned with Mitch McConnell, and you will not believe the truth that has just come out about Mitch McConnell, all right? Before we jump in, we're going to read the Bible and pray because God comes first, amen? Comment amen down below if you believe that. Today's Bible reading is Matthew 6:33. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Amen. So comment amen down below, my friends. And now, let's jump into the video. This is breaking news as of today. Mitch McConnell takes indirect swipe at Trump on America's role in the world. America will not be made great again by those who are content to manage our decline. Outgoing Senate GOP leader Mitch McConnell took aim at the isolationist faction of the Republican Party, an implicit swipe at Trump's policies in his speech today, arguing the U.S. must double down on its commitments to alliances and hard military power to maintain its credibility on the international stage. Now, I'm no, political military expert, but what I'm thinking is that Mitch McConnell, what that means to me is he's like, we need to keep funding Ukraine. So he's coming out now all of a sudden and basically slamming Trump. Like, dude, you're 82 years old. People want you to step down. You're having phrases up on stage. What the hell's going on, Mitch? All right, so Donald J. Trump is slamming Mitch McConnell, and he actually called him a broken old crow. He lashed out at the former colleague, former Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Luckily, we do have breaking news. Mitch McConnell will not be the Senate Majority Leader. First time we are actually going to be having a good Senate Majority Leader. I believe his name is John Thune. So President Trump actually slammed Mitch McConnell for voting President Joe Biden's $1.2 trillion package. He said this: when the broken old crow, Mitch McConnell, agreed to a 2-month extension, he allowed the Democrats to get their act together and pass the $1.2 trillion quote-unquote non-infrastructure Green New Deal bill, which is a disaster for America. Its actual cost was over $2 trillion, but the bigger disaster is yet to come in the next much larger version of the Green New Deal, which some people said would be around $5 trillion. President Donald Trump said Mitch McConnell is a fool and he damn well better stop their dream of communism bill and keep his senators in line, or he should resign now, something he should have done a long time ago. And for some reason, Mitch McConnell is talking crap on Trump. I mean, what the hell's going on?
Oh, the answer. I think the demonization of Ukraine began by Tucker Carlson, who, in my opinion, ended up where he should have been all along, which is interviewing Vladimir Putin. And so he had an enormous audience, which convinced a lot of rank-and-file Republicans that maybe this was a mistake. I think
he's up here advocating to sending money to Ukraine. He helped pass $95 billion in aid to Israel, Ukraine, and Taiwan. That's where our hard-earned taxpayer dollars are going. While we have crime on the streets in Los Angeles, New York City, we have so many problems. Homeless veterans can't get medical help. We can't even take care of our own. We're sending money off to fund foreign wars. This is the exact type of guy who we don't need. This is the bureaucratic bull crap, excuse my français, that we need to get rid of. You know who's not afraid to talk crap on McConnell? Is Ted Cruz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Josh Hawley. You can almost tell who are not the people who bow down to lobbyists, because I think if you talk crap on Mitch McConnell, you're not going to get funding anymore. That's my theory. At least Josh Hawley had the balls to come out and say that Mitch McConnell shouldn't be a Republican leader.
In my home state of Missouri, I was asked everywhere I went about Senator McConnell before the most recent incident, and then absolutely afterwards. And I mean everywhere I went. The Missouri State Fair, farmers meetings, business meetings. So my view is that 2024 is an awfully important election for Republicans. We should have taken back the Senate last year. We didn't. this is our shot to take it back, and I just hope we're going to be focused on that.
Do you worry that he's not the right person to bring you guys back to the majority?
Oh, absolutely. That's why I voted against him in December. So yeah, listen, I voted against him as leader. It's not my choice for leader, and hasn't been, and that hasn't changed.
All right, that was extremely classy, but he made it very clear. I voted against him. All right, so now I trust Josh Hawley because he's not afraid to speak out against McConnell. Somebody else who's not afraid is Marjorie Taylor Greene slamming McConnell. Take a look, listen here.
How many people here, and raise your hand if you believe that Mitch McConnell is a Republican? Raise your hand if it's a Republican. Okay. How many people here?
No hands went up.
Raise your hand if you believe Mitch McConnell is a Democrat. Yeah.
Whoa! Obviously he's not Democrat. Obviously he is Republican. But is Marjorie Taylor Greene, like, is she theorizing that McConnell's like an low-key Democrat, like, at heart?
Oh my goodness. Just like yeah.
Like, not even a rhino, but like a legit Democrat.
So Mitch McConnell, he is a rhino. He's worse than a rhino. He has helped Joe Biden pass his agenda. How many people here
Help Joe Biden pass his agenda? That's crazy. I don't know about you, but that's not somebody who I want to be the leader of the Republican Party. Someone who's gonna help the Democrats pass their agenda? What's the point? That's not even bipartisan. No one in America should even want that. This is Ted Cruz calling for McConnell to step down. Take a listen.
Is it time for Mitch McConnell to go?
I think it is.
Good.
Look, everyone here also supported a leadership challenge to Mitch McConnell in November.
Good.
I think a Republican leader should actually lead this conference and should advance the priorities of Republicans.
Yes.
Senator Ted Cruz had a press conference around noon today, said that you shouldn't have even tried to negotiate with Democrats, said this bill was designed to fail, and that it's time for you to step down as GOP leader. What's your response to that?
I think we can all agree that Senator Cruz is not a fan.
What the hell is that? Cruz is not a fan. No crud. Dude, it's not a joke, dude. Like, literally, Josh Hawley said, everywhere I go, everyone's asking me about Mitch McConnell. We're asking Mitch McConnell, are you gonna step down? Ted Cruz is not a fan. Dude, answer the Americans' questions, buddy. Look at this. Mitch McConnell got booed at the RNC. Take a look at this.
Madam Chairman.
They're booing him.
The Commonwealth of Kentucky proudly cast 46 votes for the next president, Donald J. Trump.
He got booed so hard, that put a huge smile on my face. I mean, the signs were always there. This was 10 years ago. Mitch McConnell was even struggling to walk up a stage. Look at this. I mean, come on. 10 years ago, the dude could barely take a step up stage and even get up. Yeah, there's a step there. Yeah, no crud, dude. What a joke. He needs help to walk down a step. 10 years ago. The signs were always there. Why is this guy still a congressman? Look at this. Mitch McConnell appears to freeze during a press conference. Why are our federal taxpayer dollars still funding his career? This is a joke.
After finishing the NDA this week, it's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Okay, Mitch. Anything else you want to say, or should we just go back to your office? Do you want to say anything else?
He goes, anything else you want to say? Do you want to go to your office? He goes, huh? It's like, these are the people running our country? Give me a break. I hope to God, for the sake of our country, when Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy and RFK Jr. and Trump gets in there, they go, why the hell is Mitch McConnell still calling the shots? This is a joke. I mean, look at this. Mitch McConnell first served as Deputy U.S. Assistant Attorney General under President Gerald freaking Ford from 1974 to 1975. This dude has been working in politics for over 50 freaking years now, buddy. 50 years. Okay, the first 5 years, awesome. 10 years, awesome. 20 years, okay. 30 years, I'm like, all right, you're a career politician. It's time to go. 40 years, no, 50 freaking years. This guy's up here. And he's like been a legit leader in the Republican Party. It's time for him to go. There's 3 other people who have served just basically as long as Mitch McConnell. Number 1 is Chuck Schumer. Number 2, Joe Biden. And number 3, your favorite, Nancy Pelosi. All right? It's time for you to go. Just look how loud Mitch McConnell was booed at the RNC. This should tell you something.
Madam Chairman. Madam Chairman.
Boo! The dude can't even talk. It's like he's up there in Congress. It's like, dude, get the memo. People don't want you up there, dude. So Marjorie Taylor Greene again went scorched earth on Mitch McConnell. I love this. We need the public to hear this and actually praise, well, I don't want to say praise Marjorie Taylor Greene because we should only give praise to God, but I support Marjorie Taylor Greene for speaking the truth. Let's tune in.
How do you feel about Minority Leader Mitch McConnell? Let's just try to be nice. I think Mitch McConnell should retire. Now, actually, I'm not really a fan. I think he works across the aisle and he allows things to happen. One of the things that I'm most angry about is he made that infrastructure bill possible. And that is all of his fault because he led 19 senators to pass it. And then that...
Yeah, that's the same one that Trump called McConnell old crow for.
The green line to, unfortunately, 13 unlucky members of the House that I work with, Republicans that voted for that bill too. And so shame on Mitch McConnell. He needs to act like a Republican. I wasn't shy about that answer, was I?
Yeah, shame on Mitch. Shame on you, Mitch. So Mitch McConnell was actually asked if he supports Trump. Let's tune in.
You think Donald Trump can win?
I do.
Are you going to support him?
I know.
Does it cause you pause when you think about how divided this country is and how he is causing such division? I mean, Republicans in your party are burning their voter registration cards. They're saying never Trump.
Well, one thing I'm pretty calm about is that this is nowhere near the most divisive period in American history. But what protects us in this country against big mistakes being made is the structure, the Constitution, the institutions. No matter how unusual a personality may be who gets elected to office, there are constraints in this country. You don't get to do anything you want to. So I'm very optimistic about America. I'm not depressed.
This guy is like a straight up flip-flopper. Even Chuck Schumer is laughing and other senators are laughing at Mitch McConnell. Look at here.
And for our viewers here with us, it does look like first to step up to the podium is the minority leader, Mitch McConnell. So he is going to be stepping up to the podium, not only talking about infrastructure, let's also listen in to see if he has, oh, that looks like a sneaky move made by Chuck Schumer.
Yeah, they all laughed at McConnell because Chuck Schumer snuck in and basically stole the podium from him. I mean, this dude's getting bossed. I mean, he's getting bossed around left and right. He's freezing up on stage. Take a look at this.
Consider you're up for election in 3 short years. What are your thoughts on it?
I mean, is this a guy?
That's okay. What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Is this
running for re-election in 2026?
God. Running for re-election in 2026. Yeah, he still has another 2 freaking years on his term. Give me a break.
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
Did you hear the question, Senator? Hey, can you hear me? Apparently he can't hear you.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
Do you think that this is a man who should be leading our country, where our hard-earned taxpayer dollars are going to this guy? He's probably got an assistant too. Probably got a couple assistants because he's been working in politics for 50 years.
Okay.
I mean, what a joke. I mean, luckily he stepped down as GOP leader, but he still has more time left. Take a listen.
This breaking news gives us a new topic to talk about, definitely on the other side. A Senate minority leader, he's ranking leader in the Senate because Republicans are not in leadership majority. Mitch McConnell will step down from his post in November. And we know that he is the longest serving Senate leader in history who's maintained his power in the face of dramatic...
That's embarrassing because he sucks. He's one of the worst Senate majority leaders I think our country has ever seen. And I'm including Chuck Schumer in there. Like, Mitch McConnell just sucks. This is what Donald Trump said about Mitch McConnell. Can you believe that Mitch McConnell, who has screamed repeal and replace for 7 years, couldn't get it done, must repeal and replace Obamacare? Yeah, Mitch McConnell, Trump is actually smart. He is actually mentally fit, and he remembers. He remembers what you did, Mitch. You're gonna have a really hard time when Trump gets back into the White House, buddy. So you better buckle up, Mitch, and either step down, resign, go home. You're 82 years old. I don't know why you're still up there. I mean, this is an absolute joke. So now Representative Thomas Massie actually came out and revealed the truth with Tucker Carlson about Mitch McConnell. Let's tune in.
Amazing. What do you think of Mitch McConnell after all these years of being in the delegation with him?
He's a shrewd guy.
Yep.
He's quick. He's let me give you an example of how quick he is.
Quick?
So we had a Congressman, Jamie Comer, who's now chair of the Oversight Committee. He got elected in a special election, which means you come in the middle of a term, and you have to boot up with no staff, and so it's kind of disorienting. So Mitch McConnell had an event for Jamie Comer on his first day in Congress. It was in a townhouse with like 200 lobbyists. By the way, I'm never going to get invited to one of these now that I tell you the story. And so Jamie's there, and McConnell goes, I believe Jamie took his first vote tonight. And
that is such a perfect imitation.
And I wasn't supposed to speak, but I interrupted Senator McConnell, who was at the time the majority leader. And I said, yes, Senator McConnell, he did take his first vote, and I know he has no staff. So I advise Jamie, when you walk into the chamber, look at how I vote, and then vote the other way, and you'll be just fine. And 200 lobbyists thought it was a pretty good joke, and they were laughing. And as the laughter died down, McConnell goes, well, Thomas, I'm glad you and I are giving Jamie the same advice.
What the hell?
And then the place just, the walls almost collapsed.
No, he's good. He's good that
funny. So, but I think it's time for new leadership in the Senate. I mean, he's obviously, it's way past time. And this is just a fact. I'll say it. I'll get in trouble for saying it. I'm in races in Kentucky, so we poll things in case, we poll Trump's popularity. We poll the senator's popularity in case they get involved in your race.
Yeah.
And Senator McConnell's favorabilities are lower among Republican primary voters than our Democrat governors.
Yeah, no crap. Why are so many congressmen afraid to address the elephant in the room? Mitch McConnell is struggling. It's time for him to go bye-bye. Do you think it's time for Mitch to go? Comment your thoughts down below.